Hey there. Welcome. I don't know why with trucking I'm just gonna always do a southern accent, I think. Even though trucking is prevalent in all parts of the world, in all parts of the United States especially, but I just gotta do it. I just gotta do it. I hope you accept me when I do it. Well, I don't know why, but we're gonna play some American Truck Simulator. I got a little bit of experience driving some semi-trucks, and when I tried this out the other day, I was pretty blown away, honestly. It drives me crazy when I leave that door open. Yeah, so I got a little bit of experience driving a truck. I've done that before, so I'm kind of excited now to kind of get into this game a little bit. I did a little test the other day and I was blown away at like how much the parking, right? The driving and parking into a tight spot and dropping a load off. Like there was like traffic all around. I was trying to back up and then like a car tried squeezing in between me and like the car that was in front, like right behind me, and I'm like, now that's realistic as hell. And then I got in and I was like, oh, I should have backed in from the road. That's like a rookie mistake. It's like, hey, just right from the road so that you don't have to pull all the way out. Just always assume it's going to be like the hardest spot to get in. Alright. So I'm working through, I've put on quite a few different mods in this game. One of the ones that I like a lot is like using realistic companies. You know, when you download the base game, it's all just made up companies, made up trailers. And here you can see like, oh, hold on. So now like here you can see like, oh, Walmart. I'm driving to Coca-Cola, Home Depot, even like logistics companies, XPO Logistics. Anybody who actually orders any sort of like industrial material, I'm sure is familiar with XPO. Yeah, so it just kind of adds like a little sense of realism, I guess. It's pretty neat. Since it's 1 o'clock in the morning and I do have a career, you know, I can't help what time I finally get this thing working, right? Yeah, so maybe we'll just do a couple short loads here. But yeah, I've been messing around with these mods. You can get so in depth with these things. You can get all these crazy texture packs as far as like the vegetation, the different like realistic roads. I was just trying to work through something that I thought was a bug, and then I actually realized like, oh no, I think the game's actually just trying to be super realistic. Like, I kept playing, like I was starting these loads in the morning and I'm like, man, it's just like all like gray or whatever. I'm like, I need to like boost my like brightness or whatever. I'm like, man, why does it keep looking like that? And then it like I realized, I was like, oh, I think that that's actually just like the sun's rising. And it's just super realistic, like when the sun actually rises. And you're like, yeah, lighting's just not that good when the sun's rising. I'm like, oh, wow, I guess that's not a bad thing then. Alright, so let's hop into it here. Let's do some, like route. We'll do it by route length. Okay, we'll go to the shorter ones. How do I see exactly like? Oh, it says I already got a finish the load still. Where was I? Oh, I was jacking it. Okay. Oh yeah, I just started the load. Okay. This was a pretty short load here. See, this is realistic. Like in job sites, man, it's like you just never. There's been so many times I've been in places that I'm probably not supposed, it wasn't supposed to be. That you just, I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like truck driving's like an independent kind of thing. You just have to make a lot of judgment calls constantly about like what's acceptable to get your job done. Me, especially, I've done dispatch and drove, and then I've done dispatch, went back to driving. So like on my return to driving, like coming from a job of being a dispatcher, I never wanted to send work back. So it was like I'd be hopping fences, I'd be driving up icy hills and sliding backwards and wrecking my truck. Like I caused so much trouble trying to do the right thing. That's usually how that goes, though, I think. Y'all, let's go. Oh. Damn. You better slow down. They get in a damn accident, leaving the damn building. Not my fault. Actually, but... Alright. I was just changing settings on my monitor. I'm like, I've changed modes. And everything just stayed the same. What does that mean? It's just like, yeah, change. And it's just like, nope. I'm like, be different. And it's like, nope. Alright. But I see like numbers. You're at a low number. I'm going to change you to a high number. Did anything change? Nope. It's okay. Like I'm looking at my stream on another screen. It looks pretty good. On my main screen though, it looks... I guess it's just a cloudy day. Again, that's probably more of that realism thing. It's like, yeah, dude, it's just chill. It's a cloudy day. It's just a cloudy day. I'm going before this car, bro. Just hit your brakes. I got somewhere I gotta be, alright? Dang, that car was jamming. There we go, hitting the open road a little bit. Half a tank of gas. I don't know if someone drove my truck, if there's like a different shift kind of situation going on a little bit. We get to turn our blinkers on. Alright, whoa, fast, that's okay. Okay, there we go. Going behind me, there we go. I think the thing I'm getting used to a little bit more is just using the keyboard and mouse with a computer, as opposed to the controller, especially for driving. I'm just like, what? WASD, what? Kind of like it because like I can go like, oh, I like this view. Then I go, no, never mind. You know, with the controller you gotta like cycle through, but I'm like, no, I want this one. Like, no. You can't do that on the console. Watch. Ready? One more time. See? And then I go, oh, turn. Oh, uh-oh. Alright, once I get done with this turn. Boom. Just like that. Causing a traffic jam. Alright, we're coming to a stop here. What am I hauling, actually? I'm supposed to check my papers before I leave. I don't even know what I'm hauling. Hopefully I don't get pulled over and asked. You know? Rules, regulations, that kind of stuff. Oh, I'm so funny. Surprisingly, like the traffic in this game is kind of realistic because stuff just goes on like outside of what you're doing. Like I was driving earlier and I was just at a red light and 2 cars just crashed in front of me. Like unprovoked by me, I was doing all the right stuff and 2 cars just smashed and I was like, oh wow, okay. Speeding limit was 55. I'm going 40. Just making everybody late for dropping their kids off at school. Oh shit. I don't know, I just... See? I changed the view to the view I wanted quickly. I was like, I need to see all around me here and really assess what's happening. That turn just came up on me a little quick. That was a pretty small trailer, I don't have to... take turns super wide or worry about tipping. Okay, hang on a second. All these songs are just so similar that I couldn't tell if it was on repeat or not. I just have some generic old country music for copyright purposes, and I just keep having to go in here and set the cue and the cue. But some of these all sound exactly the same, so I'm like, is this one playing the same song? But what do you want? You know, this is some banjo? I could get... Watch, I'm just gonna sneak one song in there. Hold on. That's totally not a fit. Okay. Alright. I added in a special song. It's gonna be so out of place, it's probably gonna be startling, but... Alright, where were we? Okay. See, this is a different song. This one's called... Okay. I think it might be the same song. It's a good song though, you know? Like, I do feel like this song fits appropriately into this game. Come on. This one's different. Alright. Alright. Oh, lock them up. Lock them up. You go to bait. See, with the keyboard mouse, I gotta get a little bit used to like these little micro adjustments. Oh, shit. Watch out, guy. We'll get there. This is just the beginning of my computer truck driving life. Alright, taking this turn real fast. Oh hell yeah, we're taking this fast. Oh sh! We're fine. I noticed one thing when I was testing this out earlier. It was so cool that was just like one of those small little immersion things that they did that kind of made me feel like the game was like this living place. It was like when I was driving to like one of those small towns. There was like a little skate park, and it was like right by the road, and it was pretty cool because you could actually just, you know, I stopped and I looked into the skate park, and it was just like people interacting and just like hitting a half pipe, and just I'm like, that's something that's small that they didn't have to do. It helps sell the game pretty good, I think, as far as like those little moments. One of these guys. Oh. I know it told me to go. Alright. What? Bro, I'm fighting that ticket. I am fighting that ticket. Usually fines are doubled too in construction zones, right? At least they are in Michigan. I don't know where I am right now. I think I'm in California. You know, one thing they gotta add to this game is like you should have like a meter where you're like, oh, I gotta use the bathroom, because that's really part of it, a big part of it. You kind of have to revolve your truck driving around like what sort of bathrooms are going to be available to you when you're going to need them. Little things that you don't think about when things just show up. Forward stop is pretty good. Oh, yeah, the nice thing to do is when you get there, just go. Horn. Yo, somebody come sign this paperwork. Oh, sweet. I'm parking it right up front. Perfect. Hopefully I don't have... Oh, it's dark. Okay, hold on. The high beams are already on. Oh man, I hated driving in the dark. When I was a truck driver, that was my least favorite thing. I didn't care as much when I did like commercial truck driving at night, because like you would pull into big lots like this. But when I did like residential stuff, like when I did like delivering gas to like home heat stuff to people, man, pulling up to these like little country houses in the middle of the night trying to find their address. Oh my gosh, dude. Difficult, to say the very, very least. Alright, this little trailer shouldn't be any problem. Oh, missed it. Oh, I missed it. Well, there's enough room here where I can actually just... I'm just gonna back all the way. I'll just pull right up into it. There we go, nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. Give it a little extra. Oh. Oh. That'll be $7,000. Is that how much I have, or is that how much I made? Alright, I made $742. All in a day's work. All in a day's work. The only thing that sucks is when I did a new save when I updated my mods, and I lost the progress of me kind of messing around for the first like day, which I didn't actually level up that much. I'm almost there again, but any lost progress in the game sucks. Like for me, I don't know if this ever happened to you guys, but if I'm playing a game and I'm doing a tutorial and something happens during that tutorial, the game freezes and I have to do that tutorial again, there's about a 90% chance, I'd say, that I'll probably never play that game again. This happens so many times where I'm playing something during the tutorial. I'm just like, you're making me do this? You're making me do this? No. Like that, what was it? That, Star Wars? Was it Force Unleashed? Was that the newest one? No, Jedi Awakened. I don't know. The redheaded Jedi guy. Yeah. I remember like that game was so like critically acclaimed, and like I remember the first stage, it was like so platformy, and it was like 2 times I had to jump over this thing, and it was like, oh, and you kind of like fall to the bottom of the canyon again. You're like, alright, well, let's go ahead and take another 10 minutes or whatever, just come on back up. And I'm like, no, I won't do it. And they were like, they probably did it on purpose. We're like, okay, yeah, but we did that on purpose to teach you the mechanic, because now next time you can use this rope. And I said, there won't be a next time. If you're gonna make me walk all the way back up this canyon, it's over. I'm playing Diablo again. It's over. You had your chance. Or something like that. Who knows? I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. That feels a very American truck. Maybe if I just act sponsored, and people are scrolling through, like, oh, this dude, he must be sponsored. He must be serious. Hold on. Yeah, I just wanna thank Diet Mountain Dew. Remember when I said I was gonna add a song that was gonna be out of place? We found it. It's here. I think that also means that my playlist is almost over. This doesn't have to be Hellbilly music. I'm just gonna throw on a playlist here. Oh yeah. This one's not gonna match either. But instead of changing the music nonstop, you know, this is just a big one. So we're gonna listen to some like very, very epic fantasy music whilst we deliver packages. Oh, dude. Target. Amish furniture to Target. Let's go. I'm sure I could probably be more choosy about the timing of these jobs, their profitability and such, as I get into this game more and more, but for now, while I'm at Target, I'll grab myself a Starbucks. I thought it was K that turned. Oh, I gotta turn my engine on first. Engine on. High beams. Nope. Nope. High beams. Alright. Let's see what I'm hauling here. Oh wow. See, you guys see? Isn't that realistic? Like, I see these trucks all the time, dude. Check that out. Check that out. It's like I'm a driver for United Van Lines. Dropping off some Amish furniture. Let's get out of here. Gotta get this route done before I gotta pick my kids up. If we're being realistic. Can't just take my time at work. Alright, the fence is still there. I could not see that fence. Jeez, oh Pete, it's dark. What time is it? 9:38 p.m. See, it's too bad that trucking doesn't pay. I mean, it pays decent, right? It's definitely better than working at fast food or something, but like, oh, I should have filled up. I didn't realize I picked a 7-hour job. Yeah, but you know, driving, like having like a long drive like this, like, hey, you want to get in that truck and just drive 7 hours in one direction? What? You wouldn't pay me to listen to a podcast? Some jobs are like that. Most of the driving jobs that I had were a lot more like, yeah, I shouldn't have to slam on my brakes. You know better. McDonald's, that's funny. Most of the driving jobs that I had were more like, stops. A bunch of stops. Like, okay, drive here. Okay, oh, there's another stop across the street. Ooh, like, every once in a while I'd drive out like 45 minutes to like a different area, but then once I got to that area, it was usually like all the stops are a few minutes within each other, and then either work or just drive my way back. But like, I always thought it would be cool to get paid, because like a lot of times, like I've worked on docks too, where a lot of times these people like won't even touch their loads. You know, they drive for 12 hours, sleep in the cab, which again, that doesn't sound bad to me. I've always been adventurous in that way, where I've been, you know, like, okay, I would bring my own like little handheld gaming, whatever, you know, sit in the back or watch a movie. Next day, you just get there, drop off the trailer, or they unload it for you, reload the trailer, you just pick another one up, just get back in the truck. That doesn't sound like a bad life. Look at me, I go to work and then I come home and then I do it. And this is it. Oh, rumble strips. See? Oh, oh shit. Where's my lights? No. No. Okay. Oh, engine? Lights. Okay. See? Start getting cocky. I'm like, yeah, just cruising now, just chilling. And then I just accidentally hit the button and it's like, turn off your lights. I don't know if you've ever driven with someone that's... I shouldn't even say that out loud. Darkness. Not having headlights is scary in the dark. This is weird. I need to get myself a 5-hour energy for this ride. This kind of looks like driving through like Pennsylvania, Virginia area. Apparently they do a pretty good job of mapping out what these places actually look like. Somebody made a... I don't know how big it was or like how far they went with it, but I saw that there was a Michigan one and I watched it on YouTube. And they were driving right by the exit of my old house. And it's a cool feeling where you're like, oh. Like I drive that way to work all the time, and it's in a video game. That's like the stuff that you think about. That's the stuff that I used to think about, like when I was a kid on the way to school. Just like, wouldn't it be cool if there's like a video game where you could just like do anything and just like drive, or like you could have like a house. And like The Sims came out, and I was like, whoa. And now, like 30 years later, I'm simulating a job that I used to do. Alright, I set my cruise control. Damn. I'm trying to look down. I'm like, wait, didn't I say there's like CB radios or something on this? In this game? And I'm like, do I have one of those? And I'm like, I don't know how to turn on my cab lights or anything. But every time I look away, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna die. This is always like what I liked about driving in real life. Oh look, there's even, oh my goodness. If you look up in the distance, you can actually see like little satellites. That or like antennas, I'm not sure what those are. But those tall like cell phone antennas with like the blinking red lights. I'm dying. Oh yeah, this is about to appear in the cop car. Because I'm off looking at lights. See, the consequences of making poor decisions are lessened in a video game. Obviously. But that enables my ADD ass to not take it serious enough. Where I'm gonna end up losing a little bit of immersion because I'm gonna be like, I don't care, I'll just drive into the back of a cop car. I'm gonna look out my window and see what they're trying to do over here. Where really, in order for you to get the most probably out of simulation games, is for you to really commit to the concept that the consequences of your actions matter. To the point where you would want to take little things like that serious. So I'm only doing myself a disservice by staring out the window, but I'm neurodivergent, bro, right? I don't get a badge or something nowadays for that kind of thing. That's gonna be the new, like, woke thing. Where it's not gonna be about, like, skin color or gender anymore. It's gonna be like, you think about things without getting all, like, stressed out about it, or you can make a plan and stick to it. I bet. That's neuro privilege. Which, I mean, that sounds very, like, petty and kind of, like, weird, but, like, I mean, there's challenges to ADHD. There's challenges to everything. It's just, like, when do you, as a society, when do you incentivize, not incentivize, it's not like you're making a decision to do it, but, or be that, but when as a society do you want to take on the cost of other people's problems, I guess. Yeah, I guess that's the question that we've all been trying to answer for, I don't know, the last 12,000 years of civilizations, I guess. No, now would be a good time to fill up. I've never filled up in this game. This is a light. this station. Did I go wide enough? Yeah, I did, dude. What you talking about? Yeah, I'm crashing into something probably. Can I get out of my truck and go get a hot dog? More gas, please. Oh. Let's. Oh no, I don't want to do that. Oh shit. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, duh. Yeah. You know, see again, I have actually driven a truck before. I should probably know. That's where I gotta remember, like, that this game is actually kind of realistic. Because the little things where it's like, in a game like GTA, you pull into like a garage or a gas station or whatever, it's just like, you don't have to pull up to specific pumps. In this game, it's like, no, you gotta go to the truck pumps. Now it makes sense over here. Okay, that's gonna cost about, it cost me a couple grand. I don't know the comparison or whatever, but hopefully they're not doing updates for actual gas prices. Otherwise, people are going to be parking their semis, dude. There's some high prices nowadays, you know. Insert political commentary. Like, look in the rearview mirror right there. Look at how good that looks. I got myself into a little pickle coming this way. And this is what I'm talking about, the ADD thing, the consequences. Like, in real life, I would never just be like, yeah. I'm lying, actually. Like, I literally have probably about 100 examples of when I'd drive a truck and I would do this exact thing where it's just like, committing to bad ideas. But what I should have done is just put the truck in reverse and went a different way. But I was like, you know what? I'm not going to be wrong. I'm just going to take my time. It's going to take a little longer. Oh, okay. 12:40 a.m. I figured traffic would be a little less. You can't assume those things. I wouldn't do that in a real truck, see? In a real truck, I wouldn't just drive out into traffic without looking. I would take riskier little parking lot maneuvers or whatever, but I would not just drive out into the road. That's just silly. Dang, dude. They must be updating those. I did one of those mods for the trailers, They must be updating those things regularly. Because I'm pretty sure that the Pepsi that they just showed is like a new... I'm pretty sure that's like a new thing they got going on right now. It's interesting. Really? I'm going 40 and a 35. You give me a ticket for that, dude? Didn't even care that I was driving like I was drunk. Swerving all over. I'm still speeding? Damn. Is there a school over here or something? Denny's. I can stop in at a Denny's right now. You know, moons over my hammy. Here we are. Come on, let's pick up some speed here. Alright, we got 4 more hours. Oh, that turn. Come on now. Alright. I just had to check my music playlist real quick. Because like the site that I use, like when it reaches the bottom of your playlist, sometimes if you forget to turn the setting off per your playlist, it will just jump to somebody else's playlist and go like, alright, cool, yeah, we'll just keep playing music kind of like what you like. But it did that last time when I was, well, not last time, but it did this one time when I was streaming. And it jumped over to somebody and I didn't notice, and it was playing copyrighted music. And like, I got what was about to be a strike, and they're like, take it down unless you think that like you own that music. And I was like, I do own that music. And then I listened and I was like, oh, that's not my song, what the hell? There you go, fun story. It's so much easier to come across copyright-free music nowadays, if you know what I'm saying. See, that's just kind of relaxing. People don't understand video games. People that don't understand video games don't understand moments like this. Where it's like, I'm in a little digital world. My kids are sleeping in the other room. I got a couple hours of free time. I was a good boy. I did my responsibilities. I worked hard. Now, you know what? I'm gonna go drive a truck. I'm gonna go drop off some Amish furniture to Target. It's not cruise control now. Oh yeah, yeah. Give that middle finger a rest from hitting that W so hard, you know what I'm saying? You change. Oh, You change. Oh, no. That's really the challenge, I think, of this game. It isn't how hard it is to drive a truck. It's like how hard it is to stay focused enough to keep the truck driving without taking unnecessary risk, like changing the view at pointless times. Risking driving over the side of a mountain. See, for some reason this is just nice. Just like a nice, relaxing cruise. See, instead of this epic music, in real life, it's most people probably just listening to Joe Rogan and maybe even eating a snack or two. That's hard. That's a hard part of driving a truck. It's like you're sitting a lot. Now some jobs, like, you know, again, I had one that was pretty physical. Where it was like, alright, you get to a stop and you'd have to drag some like heavy tanks out and reload, and oh man, I was in pretty good shape doing that job. But then there's some, like the ones where you just drive and then they have to do all the work for you, the loading and unloading. You know, to just sit into a truck and be like, no, I have to drive all the way to Texas, like, and I should get there in good time. And it's like good for my job to do that. When you're like, okay, well that would mean, you know, sitting for 16 hours one way. And what are you gonna do besides listen to podcasts and just eat snacks? You literally can't do much else. An audiobook? Still with snacks. About to get another speeding ticket. Make $0 profit. A cool little small town. Little Native American shop. Like, where is this actually, like, in America? I'm in Illinois. Okay. Like this. Oh crap, I don't want to set that. I just want to know, like, where this is, like, Burns. Between Burns and Pendleton. There's part of me that wants to actually just pull up the Google Maps and just see how closely related it is. I hope it didn't reset my pin. Is it where I go? Oh, okay. It's still the main thing. Still the main thing. See, cause like, what is this little town? It's pretty cool. It's right up my alley. Let's see if I can find a city sign. Main Street. Mount Vernon, Pendleton. What a burger. I don't want to hurt the feelings of anybody in the South, because I know how people hold certain opinions about local establishments in high, indefensible regard, in the same way that I would about like White Castle. Where I'm like, don't talk smack about White Castle. You don't know what you're talking about. But Whataburger, nah. We went to Florida for my brother's wedding. I was so excited. I'm like, man, everyone's talking about Whataburger. I'm like, it's like a bad Burger King at best. Like a pub place or something. World War I's Veterans Memorial Highway. Yeah. Alright. My ADD's doing alright. I'm here. I'm focused. I'm locked in. We're going to get the job done. We got about another 2 hours and 54 game minutes. 2 hours and 54... 2 hours and 54 game minutes? Yeah. Sure. So in game time, we got about like another 10 minutes driving of it. And about 15 minutes of parking. I didn't see what national park that was. Fox Valley Road. Dang, see, this makes me want to just go for like a ride. I want to go for a drive. Like, the weather has been so perfect. It's like the weather where you can actually like roll the windows down at nighttime if you got like a hoodie on, and it's like a little bit cool. It's one of those, I don't know, the weather's so good too. It doesn't even matter what kind of music you put on. It's like all music will work. You can be riding through the 6 with your woes. Superman in that hoe. With someone who thinks your tractor's sexy. It doesn't matter. You just put on any song. The windows down on a perfect summer night. It's just gonna slap. That's what we're dealing with in the Midwest right now. Just moments where I just keep stopping and I'm like, yo, what the hell? This is so nice. I just want to live outside. And yeah, that lasts for about 4 days before you walk outside and it's like 95 degrees and you're like, oh, what the hell's going on out here now? And it's just super hot and you're like, well, now we gotta just stay in the air conditioning, everybody. But I did move to like a water kind of town-ish. There's like just tons of beaches and like parks that have water. I'm about to go off the damn cliff. Sorry for yelling, I got excited. Yeah, so where I live now, there's like a lot of water access. I'm gonna do this a little bit before I know. Well, that's cool. See, it feels a little bit weird. You're just like, am I just wasting time in this game? But then it's like, no, like that. This is the game. That's the whole point of the game. You just do truck-like things. If you want to stop, freaking stop, dude. In fact, same thing with real life. You want to stop and get a McMuffin? You got the calories, the calorie budget, bro? Go for it. Traffic? You see that van up there just kind of slammed on his brakes? Almost rear-ended the Pizza Hut truck in front of it. I'm not trying to go around these barrels up here just to make things difficult on people. See if I can get the van to crash into the Pizza Hut truck just because I put pressure on it. Like, bro, run the red light. That's like when you ever pull up. I need to quit ratting myself up. But if you ever pull up to a red light and you ever just want to like fuck with people? No, don't do this. I'm already thinking through it. And I'm like, no, because if they actually go all of it. So, okay. I've heard that people out there in the world, just to mess with people or whatever, if you're at a red light and you just let off your brake a little bit and just roll a little bit, the person next to you almost always will also roll. And all the times that I've done it as a joke to kind of laugh and look over at the person like, hee hee, gotcha. Friendly little, I'm a stranger, but we can be playful in this life. Every time I've done it, nobody's actually just like taken off. And been like, oh, okay, cool, we're good to go. I'm taking off through the light. They don't do that. And now talking through that, I might make better choices. Look at that. Streaming's therapy. What are we doing here? Why is this red light for so long? I'm losing money here. Come on, people. Let's move it. Let's move it. Let's move it. Oh, the sun's coming up over here. Hold on a second. Check this out. Boom, I just changed the view. Oh, yeah, dude. It's not a place I would rather be. Been digitally working on this mountain. Oh, I'm about to go down the mountain. Thanks, boys. Yeah, I'll have a good day now. Time is at 4:35 in the morning. Drove right through the night. Got 6 more hours of driving that I can do before they force me to take a break. Okay, I gotta switch back to this view. You start getting used to one view. Okay. I think we're gonna make our delivery. We're gonna get through this. I only damaged the truck 2%. That's good. So I assume that the Amish furniture inside's probably doing well as well. We might pull this off. Oh no. I think people are hurt. Can we look in there? It only cost me $300 too. But my truck is 78% damaged. Are you alive in there? He seems to be. I mean, if that's the case, I'm just gonna drive off then. I mean, I already got fined. I think in this game you just drive off. So. Sorry. You know, taking these turns a little fast. Need to go a little slower. I also need to get to a repair shop. But we'll have to see if I can make it the next hour and a half. See? Like, I want to see, like, views like this. Oh, man. Oh. Hold on. Yeah, I guess I can manipulate this one to be a little bit more like what I want. Because I want to still be able to see exactly where I'm at on the road, but I like that. This is a little bit more sensitive to accidentally crossing the line. I hope you can't run over construction workers. I don't want that as an option. This song's so good, dude. Oh my god, I'm going. Oh my gosh, I'm going the same speed that I was just like ended the whole bus. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that my employer is probably gonna be taking that straight out of my wages. Well, I guess that's what that $300 was for. Okay. Why does this view feel so much? Oh damn, I'm going way too fast. I'm going 53 to 35, no wonder. That's a problem. That's one of the things about being like, I've always been a ask for forgiveness kind of guy. You know, kind of follow your own rules, right? Like, man, if a rule doesn't make sense, bro, just but then it's like, also, that's kind of stupid. Because you can't have the context of every rule all the time when people expect you to follow it. Right? Vehicle malfunction. Could it be from when I slammed head first into that bus? Okay, there's a question mark over here. When is the right time to get off route and go, like, okay, I'm 52 minutes away from completing my delivery. Am I ever gonna see that question mark again? Is it close enough where it's like, no, we see a question mark? Kind of like that lookout, right? Where I was like, yeah, I'm gonna stop and definitely do it. Am I gonna be on this road again? I don't know. If in 3 months I want to go all completionist, I'm about to get another damn ticket, aren't I? How long is it to repair a truck? Like, kind of just like drive through and like, alright, here you go. Yeah, it's gonna cost you like $600. We got your truck fixed. Yeah, what did I pay for? They're not giving me another ticket on that one. I crashed my truck, and then they were like, "Oh, that's gonna cost you $300." Oh, it's a Mac dealership. Nice. But they charged me when I crashed my vehicle. It's like, what they charged me for? Is this like a Mac exclusive repair shop, or can you go to other people here? Yo, take care of my vehicle, please. Yeah, I need service. I crashed into a bus full of people. Damage. Oh, insurance. Okay. Well, that's fantastic. I just spent $13,000 on repairs. $13,000 on repairs on a job where I'm getting paid $7,400. Oh no, that's how much I have. I gotta learn the system a little bit better. I think that's how much I have in the bank right now. I can't remember how much this job is actually worth. Trying my hardest to not damage my truck, considering I just paid 13 grand. Alright, so my truck is repaired. We got 56 minutes. Come on, ADV. No mistakes. Oh, I didn't even fix my trailer. Or is that the actual cargo? So cargo's damaged by 6%. Unless they're gonna come after me. I mean, what are they gonna do? Sue me? Try to start a lawsuit without using the internet. Alright, here we go. In the home stretch here. 40 more miles. I got my blinker on. I don't know if Illinois has the same rules Michigan does, where you can turn on red. We'll find it out right now. Let's go. Besides that little overcorrection right there at the end. Not too shabby. Yeah, I guess I can turn my lights off. Although they will give you a ticket if you have them off too early. Ask me how I know. Here we go. Get up that hill. Yeah, see, this does feel very Pennsylvania-esque. I gotta go on a road trip soon. I gotta take my boy somewhere. Here we go. Used to be a dick. Here we go. "44 minutes from our destination." Where's the boost button? Come on. Yeah, I love how realistic certain aspects of this game are. Something about when you're backing up the trailer, like little micro adjustments, and oh, I overshot it. Oh, the little traffic. There's so many parts about it that just feel like, oh yeah, I'm sensitive to what's going on right now. Like I feel exactly the way that, and again, not all bad, because it feels good when you park things great too. But you're just like, oh man, this really feels like. Feels realistic. PlayStation. You can bypass. Great, thanks. So now I'm all over the place right now. I remember one time at work, somebody told me to get in a truck, like, oh here, just drive this over here. It's only a couple, whatever. Put it in your GPS, dude, you'll be there in like 10 minutes. I'm like, alright, cool. And like, I was new, I did not know the right questions to ask. I just hop in the truck, start driving it, and I hop on the freeway, not realizing that where they were sending me, there was a way station between where I was and where I was going. And I had no idea how much product was actually on. And they had me in a truck that was, I say they had me in, they put me in a truck, but it was my responsibility. I was in a truck that was loaded too high, and I was at the weigh station, and I was just like, oh no, this is about to cost my company so much money. I can't remember what happened, but somehow I got out of it. Like they were about to weigh me, and they were just like, let me see your paperwork. And they checked my paperwork, yeah, just go. And I was like, oh snap. I end up lucking out. Because when I call them, like, yeah, I'm whatever, I'm here at the, like, the way station or whatever, like, they were like, oh no, why? And I was like, I didn't know, what? Because I was also, like, the only person, like, when I started, like, I'm not from the area where I work. And it took a little bit for people to understand that. So when they're like, no man, just get off the M number. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I just do what GPS says. And Google Maps don't tell you about weight limits and frost laws and all that. Alright. We're gonna park around back here. Yeah. Look how close that was. I swear, if you're a truck driver, you're gonna have at least once or twice a day. Unless you're driving, like, I don't know, you're delivering cattle or something. It's like once or twice a day, you're gonna have a situation where you're just gonna be like, that's so close, I don't know if I'm gonna get it. You're just gonna have to take that risk and you're probably gonna be fine. Because deep down inside you actually know that you'll probably be fine, or you wouldn't probably take the risk, but it's always that scary handoff where you're like, I can't really see that very well, but I'm pretty sure I'm good. This is like not a lot of space. Oh. That's one thing I struggle with in this game is like the speed aspect of it. Like that little extra. Oh. Cause I'm like, oh okay, I'm in reverse, but I'm facing the front of the truck. I always get like turned around there, and I'm like, okay, I'm technically pressing backwards right now, but I should be like that. I had to press down to stop moving forward towards me. That was a little confusing. Oh, like that. Like I technically want to go forward in front of me. I really should just do this, but then I can't see where I'm going. There we go. Hang out the window there. Oh. Hold on. No, I can't see what's on this side. There. Just keep coming. This feels super realistic. a little more comfortable getting the swing in. Oh. I made the joke about being a few minutes away from the delivery location, but being a long time away from being parked. And boy, was I right. Okay. Very confusing to do. This is actually a lot easier to actually park in real life than it is to do in this game. Oh. That might be the view to get me close. Oh yeah, that view's a lot better. Okay. Cargo damage in that? Great. Reasonable. Alright, well, I didn't get the invoice for the $13,000, I guess. They were just like, alright, your employer's... Like, I don't know who my employer is. Am I gonna get written up for that? All those tickets that I got like a ticket at the beginning for running a red light. Is that one of my points? Not, then maybe I just drive as fast as I possibly can, slam into as many people as I can, not really worrying, break as many rules as I want, get where I need to as fast as possible, and, you know, that comes with the cost a little bit, but alright, so do I have any upgrades available yet? Very close. Alright, we're sitting at $13,000. It'll still be a little while before I can start buying trucks and all that. But this kind of gets us in the door here. We're working now. You know, I'm on payroll. I filled out my W-2s or W-4s, whichever ones. I forget. W-4s. I think are the ones you fill out when you start a job. My W-4s are filled out. I'm on the calendar. Wouldn't it be funny if this game, like, hey, if this was an actual simulator, like, and it was super realistic, like, you would definitely be doing a shitload of paperwork and watching a bunch of videos that you don't want to watch when you first started. That would definitely be the case. Alright. This was a good little test stream. Kind of getting into a game that I just kind of like to kill time with. I don't know how much I'm going gonna be diving into like a full career mode or anything with this unless there's some interest in it, but I definitely like just something fun about modding it out and just making it look as good as possible, because it's very, I mean, the mods are very simple. Not simple in their implementation. It's so late, I can't talk. There's some great mods that are just very easy to do and easy to turn on and off, so why not take some risk and just like, oh, I'm gonna just pop that on and see if I can make this look even better. And yeah, have a little fun just diving into the world of truck driving again. Alright, thanks for watching. We'll be back with more content. Click like and subscribe down probably below. I think it moves. Does it move? No. Yeah. Click like and subscribe. Follow me.